what happened in the universe after the initial stars ignited, but before the large galaxies of the modern era existed. This was the Cosmic Middle Age, a formative era in the universe's history. It was a time of chaotic construction, where small collections of stars were assembled through gravity, and frequent collisions into the spiral and elliptical galaxies that populate the cosmos. The process began with concentrations of dark matter. In the early universe, after the Big Bang, vast invisible halos of dark matter began to collapse under their own gravity. These halos acted as gravitational wells, pulling in the surrounding hydrogen and helium gas left over from the cosmic dawn. They provided the initial scaffolding upon which larger structures in the universe would eventually be built. As gas cooled and condensed within these dark matter halos, it fueled initial bursts of star formation. This created early galaxies, which are thought to have been small, dense, and irregular in shape. These dwarf galaxies were the building blocks of the cosmos, containing early generations of stars that began to enrich the universe with heavy elements. During this era, the universe was a smaller and denser place than it is in the modern era. As a result, these early dwarf galaxies were packed closely together. Gravitational interactions and direct collisions were frequent. This period was defined by a constant process of galactic mergers, where smaller galaxies were drawn together to form progressively larger and more massive systems. The formation of spiral galaxies is thought to be a result of a more orderly process. In cases where a large dark matter halo could pull in gas smoothly over a long period, that gas would settle into a flat, rotating disk. The conservation of angular momentum would organize the material into stable orbits, creating the conditions for the formation of elegant spiral arms and allowing for sustained, long-term star formation within the disk. Elliptical galaxies, in contrast, are thought to be the product of more chaotic merger events. When two or more large spiral galaxies collide, their disk structures are destroyed. The orbits of their stars are randomized, creating a large spheroid-shaped object. The collision also compresses the available gas, triggering a massive, short-lived starburst that quickly consumes the fuel for future star formation, leaving behind an older, redder galaxy. Over billions of years, this continuous process of mergers and accretion organized galaxies into even larger structures. Gravity arranged individual galaxies into groups, groups into clusters, and clusters into immense chains and filaments of galaxies. This vast network, known as the cosmic web, represents the large-scale architecture of the universe, a structure that was slowly assembled, piece by piece, during the Age of Galaxies. The era of galaxy formation was a transformative period in cosmic history. It was a bridge between the simple early universe and the complex, structured cosmos of the present. Through a long and often violent process of collapse, collision, and merger, the small, chaotic building blocks of the early cosmos were assembled into the large and varied galactic structures that fill the modern universe.